Welcome everybody, I'm Sin and you're here with Auto Brain Tuning. Today we have something unique. This race in Automobilista 2 is hosted on an LCD Steam Deck. We're in the JCW Mini Cooper. We're at Cascavel, Brazil. And I'm also using a G920 steering wheel. You'll see us rocking through formation right now, and I'm going through all car settings just to make sure we're getting right. And I figured I'd bring this video to you guys to show you that yes, you kinda can sim race on a Steam Deck. It's actually possible. So we're just gonna get through formation here. We're gonna get the brakes hot, get the tires hot, no passing, everybody knows. Standard formation. So we're gonna make this turn through this last double apex, down to the back straight. That guy in 8th place, he's a firecracker. All right, we're gonna come around this last turn, down to the front straight. We have lights. Ready? Go! Whoa, watch the speedy mini man in the green right there. He came in on the inside. As you guys can see, the race is very, very spicy already. We're gonna warm up. Let's race. As you see, we're gonna make this turn here, and the speedy mini man is in front of us in the green car. I'd like to say that the fidelity of the feeling in this game right now is amazing. It really feels almost one-to-one with the tire feel, the physics, and all the car settings, the in-car settings. So we're gonna draft Speedy Mini Man, and we're gonna take him on the inside. We're gonna get close because rubbing is racing, but no contact, but close. It turns into a three-way fight as we catch up into turn 4. And as you see, we've gained a position. We find ourselves in 9th position with the entire pack on our tails. Check the radar in the middle of the screen. If you peep our rear view mirror, you see Speedy Mini Man is trying to poke his nose up the inside to get around us, but he doesn't have the traction to get around us. It just becomes an all-American drag race down the back straight. If you can see way in the distance there, we've got 8th place in front of us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to close the gap to catch 8th place. All while, if you can see the tire model, we're still warming the tires up. It may not look like it, but the car's still a little slippery. It's still understeery in the corners because tires aren't up to optimal temperature. But as you see, we're hustling and we're trying to get to 8th place. Whoa, that's a lot of grass there, son. Looks like we caught some grass on the driver's side wheel going into the double apex, but the pack is caught up with us, but we're gonna catch them in front of us. Not to worry. The communication through the wheel, even though this is running through a Steam Deck, is extremely good. I can't even say how good it is for a handheld device to be able to give this much input. You know, it's amazing. It really is. We're gonna come through this big sweeping right left-hander into the tight left-hander into the big open right-hander to try to catch the guy in 8th place. Let's fast forward through this right quick. You guys may want to see this, but let's just fast forward through this so we can catch the guy in 8th place. I don't want to keep you guys here all day. Aha, and we rejoined the group with 8th and 7th place directly in front of us. It turns into a three-way battle between myself, 8th place, and 7th place. As you see, we're coming into the double apex. The guys in 8th and 7th place are bickering with each other. They've been bickering with each other since the beginning of the race. I become a bit of a landscaper and rejoin the group. As we go down into the last turn, into the front straight, we're gonna give those guys their space because they're bickering. They're gonna go side by side, too wide in the big corner. We're gonna draft up to the guy in 8th place. We're gonna get close to him, but not touch him. And we're gonna use his distractiveness for this yellow flag. We enter a full course caution, so we're saved. We can't be overtaken, obviously. And the safety car is out for one full lap, or a lap and a quarter, really. And we'll check back in a second. All right, we're back for this final leg of this 15-lap heat at Cascavel in Brazil. We're just waiting for the safety car to pull off, and there he goes onto the pit. We're gonna come around this last turn down to the front straight. Oh, look at that overtake. So let's talk about some of the technical, serious stuff here. We're going to let the game play in the background, but let's talk about some serious stuff here. How does it feel? Surprisingly, it's very accurate. Automobilista 2 has a G920 profile that's built into the game. So that definitely helps a bit with force feedback and gain and so forth. I'll have some wheel settings and a link in the bio. There is no input lag, believe it or not, even though I'm playing on a handheld device that's being projected to a television, there is no input lag. None that I can see. The pedals are also very accurate and very responsive. Automobilista has a very interesting tuning situation when it comes to the wheel and the pedals and so forth. It's kind of standard with most sims, but it works pretty good here. So let's have a little history here. So when I first embarked on this project, everything was a good guess and some late night, searches. But here we are, with a working Steam Deck, working Automobilista 2, working G920, 16 racers on the track at Cascavel, 58 frames per second, roughly 60 hertz, and the audio is A1. You hear the tire scrubbing, the blow-off valves shifting, the whines of the gears in the transmission. It's really great. Whoever does their audio at Razer Studios is great. Shout out to the people at Razer Studios for all of that. The tires, the suspension, the physics are pretty progressive and have very high fidelity, even playing on a handheld device with a limited GPU, limited RAM, limited space. As you see, it becomes a battle. It really does. It becomes a battle. You forget that you're playing on a, I guess you would say, on a handheld video game, basically a super PSP. And once you immerse yourself and you get the steering wheel settings right, and you get your tuning settings right with the vehicles, it becomes an amazing experience. Automobilista 2 is an amazing experience. It is worth the money, and the Steam Deck is also worth the money. If you don't have the space to set up a PC or don't have the money to set up a PC, and maybe you want to get a little sim racing going, this may be for you. This may be for you. So we're going to tune back in here. You see, I am currently in 5th place, up from 10th. So we've moved 5 places. What we have here is, I believe that's the number 33 car. He's been cutting in and out between 6th and 8th place all race. The AI is, number 12 car. The AI is pretty good in this game. I'm not sure of anybody's particular AI settings, but I left them unchanged and I just jumped in the race, and it has been pretty competitive. I've become a bit of a landscaper again. They should pay me to cut the grass at the track. I've gone off 3 times this race. But as you see, I'm closing in on the car in front. We're going to draft him into the last corner. And then it becomes an all-American drag race down to the last corner. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna give in? Let's watch the radar in the middle of the screen. Oh, he falls back. He falls back. And we take 4th place. Down the front straight. Razer has put some serious hardware together in Automobilista 2. Did I mention that this entire video was not only played on the Steam Deck but recorded as well? I'd like to give a shout out to Valve for really going all in on the Steam Deck. However, I will say though, if you take the time and you take the diligence and you read the guides that are out there, Automobilista can be a very fun and very forgiving experience if you take your time This is not a. It's like Gran Turismo. You have to take your time. You just can't jump in and slam gears and swing the steering wheel like an axe. You gotta take your time. What I would really like to comment on is the track fidelity. The tracks in this game are amazing. Regardless of what everybody says about them being however they want to be, the tracks are really good. The curb feel is really good, and the runoff area is very good. I think they should probably work on the grass, as the grass can be super slippery, even when it's not raining. But the track physics, the curbs, the dips, the divots, the bumps, everything, A1, A1. For them using the Madness engine, this is actually out of this world, good. And as you see, we're kind of separated from the front pack here. We got, I think, fifth through wherever the grid ends behind us, and the front grid has been separated from us, so the first three guys. I'm not sure how to change that. It's probably something in the AI settings, but we'll get to that. But the reason for this race, the reason for this video was to show people that yes, you can sim race on a Steam Deck. Yes, it is possible. It does take some time, and there's our cooldown lap. It does take some time, but yes, you can sim race on a Steam Deck with a wheel and project it to an external device. So this is our cooldown lap. I have them set to manual just for realism, so everybody can get an idea that yes, you can use all of the features in the game, even though it's being played on a Steam Deck. I do have MFD capability with the wheel. It automatically sets the parameters for all the buttons and everything, and you can go in and remap them if you choose, but it automatically sets them, and that is very, very good. I am really impressed with the Steam Deck's capabilities to be able to handle all that, because this race really was roughly 20 minutes. It was really roughly 20 minutes at 60 frames a second, 60 hertz, and man, what a time to be a gamer. If you don't have a Steam Deck, pick up one. We're gonna retire to the pits here, as you guys can see. I did this so you guys can see all the detail, and we started in 10th and finished 4th. No AI changes, no setups, just jump in and race. And we're going to be entering our pit box. That's us, number 22. And we're going to scroll down. And that's us in 4th place. This was our first ever streamed Steam Deck race as well. The AI races were very active and realistic. I have no complaints about the inputs. And I honestly can't wait to buy more DLC and drive more. I think that everyone should really, really give this a try. If you have a knack for tinkering with computers and tinkering with things, I think you should give it a try. This is Auto Brain Tuning. We're out.